Hey, happy Sister Self Care Sunday. What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Denise, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much. Just celebrated another birthday on Monday. Another one down in the books.
Woo! Ain't God good? Ain't he good?
Yes, he is. Yes, he
Oh my
is.
goodness. Well, everybody, let's wish our sister a happy belated birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yesterday, we had a chance to catch up and we went to dinner. We went to a restaurant called the Ivy Kitchen in Detroit on
Yeah.
Jefferson. And the staff there was really wonderful. Now, I had every time I go to this spot, y'all, let me tell you, they got some truffle French fries and baby. So I had the wings. They have these wings that's in this blueberry, like a blueberry like barbecue sauce with a little jalapenos.
Yes, they were good. Good.
Delish. And then for dinner, I had the wine, not the short ribs tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, some short ribs in a taco shell. It sounds crazy, y'all, but I promise you it tastes good. And what you had, Denise?
I had the shrimp, uh, the I don't know what sauce it was on there. I think it was like a Thai chili or whatever. Oh
Yeah.
my God, the shrimps were so good. Oh my goodness. And then I had the a chicken rice and a grilled chicken with rice and some
Broccolini.
broccolini. Yes. And
Mhm.
so that was good as well too. And then I got a little cheesecake with some caramel that they brought out to wish me a happy birthday. I am still eating on that today, and it is delicious, boy.
Woo!
So
So listen, y'all.
my sister, yes.
You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. And so what we're talking about today, hey, Guinevere. Gwen joined us on Instagram. Hey, thanks for joining. Creative Soul, thanks for joining. So y'all listen, today's topic, we're talking about self-love
Mhm.
and more importantly, embracing, your unique journey,
Yes.
right? And it's just so important. So Denise, tell us a little bit, because Denise and dug in. She got a little information she gonna share with us. Then we're gonna make this interactive, y'all. So we want to engage you all. So Denise, clarify a little bit about self-love and give us a high level of, some things that's involved with self-love.
Yes. So embracing your unique journey towards self-love is about accepting yourself as you are, everybody. And appreciating your individuality. It involves recognizing your worth, and taking care of your physical, your mental, and your emotional well-being and needs. So, when you talk about self-love is like a state of appreciation of yourself. It's about, and being in high regards for your well-being and your happiness. Also, it's about taking care of your own needs and not sacrificing your well-being to please other people. We know how you can definitely get into that little rut. I was there, where I was just trying to please every person and everybody, and when you do that, you become tired. And when you think about, oh, I gotta please this person, I gotta please that person, I gotta please this, it runs you down, definitely. And that's in a physical state, a mental state, emotional state, everything. So you want to practice, self-care, taking care of your body, and that includes eating well, exercising, getting enough sleep, and making time for activities that you enjoy. You want to practice self-acceptance, self-awareness, self-compassion, self-affirmation, which is definitely something that you want to say positive affirmations to yourself, such as I am worthy of love, respect, and kindness, things of that nature. And you want to set boundaries and to surround yourself with positivity. So
Absolutely.
those are some of the things, when you talk about self-love, That's what we're talking about, with self-love, accepting all of yourself, even with your flaws, that you may have and everything. You have to
And
accept.
your flaws, we all got those flaws, y'all, and that's what makes us special.
Yes.
So people out here in these social media streets have y'all thinking with all these filters on y'all that everything,
Yes.
everything is, they done been tuck, pluck, pull, they done manipulated everything and got you looking to think that everything is rosy and perfect.
Yes.
It's our uniqueness, the uniqueness of who we are in our journey in life.
Yes.
This is a self-care Sunday as we talk about, self-love and what that means for your unique journey.
Yes.
Your unique journey, right? Because everybody has their own different thing that they need to work on to show themselves self-love.
Yes.
Because loving oneself after God, that's the most important person for us to love on. Yet,
Oh, yes.
oftentimes, we're not even on our list of people to love on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so it's not selfish for self-love. It's a necessary thing.
Yes.
So I want to pose this out there for y'all. Well, as we talk about self-love, in the comments, what's your self-love song? A song that's you like, that's my jam. If it makes me feel good, it puts me in a mood where I feel invincible. What's your self-love song? So in the comments, y'all, hit me up with what your self-love song is.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Instagram, y'all come through. Put in what's your self-love song? What's your hype song? Denise, what's your hype song? What
I
song?
would say that it would be Jill Scott, "Living My Life Like It's Golden."
Okay, come
Yeah.
on, Jilly from Philly. That's what's up. That's what's up, Jilly from Philly.
Yeah.
God,
What's yours?
gosh, like lately, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This may not seem like a right kind of high song, but lately I've been listening to Chris Brown's "Sensational."
Okay.
And that Afro beat in it, and he's just such a talented young man. And so sensational.
Okay.
And that's a good affirmation, y'all. Because when I'm doing that, I'm putting on my makeup like, yep, I'm sensational. Putting it on, child. Putting it on. So let's see, what's some of y'all songs that is, oh, okay. Gwen said Fine by Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. D Style says Nuck if you buck. Come on now.
You say what?
D Style said Nuck if you buck.
Oh,
Let's go. Because out here in these streets nowadays, baby, we
yeah.
back to energy, right? That's
Yeah.
that's the thing they saying now, like how we acting today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that, y'all. I love that. So again, talking about embracing your unique journey and what that looks like for each of us, right? And the one thing that we have to do is we have to own our story.
Yes.
Own your story. Because oftentimes we think the roads we've traveled that didn't turn out quite how we expected are
Mhm.
failures,
Yes.
but they're not. If you learn lessons from it,
Yes.
it's
Say
not
it.
a failure.
Yes.
So we have to change that narrative on when things don't go our way. We can't feel like, you know what, I'm a failure. Sometimes you have to sit down and say, okay, God, what is the lesson I need to learn from this? If it's nothing more, then guess what? I know I'm not going to do that again.
Yes.
I'm not
Say
going
it.
to repeat
Yes.
that again, right?
Yes.
Then it's not a failure. It's a lesson learned. And if we're not learning lessons in life, y'all, guess what? We're not growing. We're not growing.
Right.
So, Denise, what is some of your self-love things? Give me 3 things that hit you at the top of your self-love journey. 3 things that you do.
Well, I do just like you just said, and everything, that I've done and looking back and everything, I do, say, hey, I'm not gonna try not to repeat that same thing. That's definitely one of my things because you live and you learn, and that is definitely at the top of my list. The other, self things that I do is now I am definitely learning that it's okay for me to get some rest. It's okay for me to
Mm,
just, think about,
yes,
myself and not feel guilty about it, because a lot of us, especially when we're caring for other people, you tend to feel guilty if you do anything for yourself, and
yes,
so that is, one of the things, not feeling guilty. And then just taking the time out to just sometimes recharge yourself, and just be with friends, or and just going out and doing different things. So those would be some of
good.
the things that I do to kind of recharge myself and to show myself self-love. And everybody are going to have different ways of what they do for self-love and everything, but that is like one of my top three. So,
Good. Now that's good. Now what I do want to say is I'm looking over here on Instagram and creative underscore soul H2O said her song is Beyonce's Break My Soul.
uh,
That's good. That's a good one. That gets you jamming. I love that one. You can't break my soul.
yes.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. So let's see. In the chat, y'all, tell us one thing that you do for self-love. And while y'all putting in the chat one thing you do for self-love, put one thing that you do and then follow that up with at least one thing you need to do for self-love
Yes.
that you might not be doing. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, one thing that I do for self-love is I really try to focus on my emotional and my mental well-being. I'm gonna say that again.
Mm-hmm.
My emotional and mental well-being, right? Part of that is also my physical well-being.
Yes.
Water. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. This whole 64.
Proud of myself too, because I've been drinking water for many
Look at
years.
that little cup she got, y'all. How she gonna
That's
bring that?
right, though. I keep filling it up.
Okay, I'm gonna give her an A for effort because she said she keep filling it up. But
Well, anybody that knows me, they know it would be months, literally, before I drank water.
well, see, that's need to be on your self-love
No,
list.
no, no. But for this year, I
Mm,
brought this year in drinking water every single day. I've drinking
okay.
so much water this year, literally, than I
Mm,
have probably in my life.
okay.
So,
But this, y'all, now I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why I like this jug, and this I wash it and the numbers, the writing them ran off of it, but it holds 64 ounces, right? And it has lines with the time of day on here. So through the day, I can look at it and know, oh my goodness, like if it's 9 o'clock and I haven't drunk down to that line, I know I need to start drinking some water. So for me, it's a good reminder. So the other thing when I talk about something, my specific journey for self-love is the mental well-being, right? So some things that I do is I always try to check the pulse of how much positive things am I feeding myself and how much negative things am I feeding myself.
mm-hmm.
Meaning, I don't know about some of y'all, but if I watch too many murder mysteries, right? Let me tell you something. It's one thing I can watch the action stuff, but I can't be watching that doom, movies about the end of the world and doom and gloom. I can't do that because I'm too emotionally invested in the storyline. And then I done took on the emotions of whatever that plot is. How many of y'all can relate to that? To where that's what you do, right? So for me, I try to again, I gauge how much positive things am I feeding myself because it makes a big difference. And then I also catch myself, how am I speaking to myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if I mess up something, am I saying, girl, that was so stupid, or what? Or am I saying, you know what, girl, we gonna do better, right?
Right.
You're telling yourself that you love yourself.
Yeah.
I've started a habit of telling myself that, you know what, I love myself. I look in the
Mm-hmm.
mirror, girl, I love you. We have to start. And then at first it may seem awkward. When I first started doing that, it was feeling a little awkward looking in the mirror and talking to myself. But let me tell you, if you can't tell you love you
All
and
right.
mean it,
Real.
how can you can receive it for somebody else?
Yes.
Right. So I want to check over here on Instagram and see, because we asked what are some things that y'all do to take care of yourself. So Gwen says she currently does her massages and her facials monthly. That's her
Mhm.
self-love she's doing. And the
Mhm.
other thing she says she wants to work on is exercise more. Same here.
Yes.
Same here. Same here. Definitely need to make sure that I exercise more. So now when we talk about, what about loving yourself, out loud? Do you take yourself out on dates? How many of y'all take yourself out on dates where you go somewhere just with yourself, somewhere you enjoy? Like, everybody already know I would travel out the country by myself. I take myself on trips all the time. I'm going to restaurants by myself all the time. And the first time I started doing that, I felt a little awkward. But then I realized I really enjoy myself. I enjoy my company. I enjoy sitting down, having a delicious meal, just kind of being with myself and not feeling awkward or lonely because I enjoy my company. So how many of y'all take yourself out? Gwen does. Yes. Anybody else out there going out, enjoying yourself, traveling, going to restaurants, going to concerts, right? So many times I've listened to people say, I really wanted to go do this, that, and the third, but I don't have nobody to go with. Ma'am, young ladies, sisters, you don't need nobody to go with. You got you yourself to go with you, right? So don't hold off on living your life because you're waiting for somebody to come along with you.
Now that's something that I definitely have to start doing. I really
Do
do.
those things. Oh my God. It's just a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. So now, Denise, tell me this. I know you talked about previously being a people pleaser and being able to set boundaries, because ladies, that's a big thing. Being able to set boundaries.
Yes.
And the thing of it is, if you're setting boundaries, you know, KP over on YouTube, she says one thing. KP says, I don't want to say it's a she, I'm not sure, but one thing they do is they love, for self-love is travel. Okay, KP, yes. So we're kindred spirits. We're kindred spirits, because I love that myself. And it's so important, y'all. This is a year 2025. We're thriving, but we're going to thrive because we're putting ourselves first. We're number one. It's time for you to be number one in your life. And that's what Sister Self-Care Sunday is all about, y'all. We're here to show you love, support, get conversations started, and to remind you that you're worthy, you're enough.
Yes.
There are women out here rooting for you to win at every stage of the game. So
Yes.
whether you're just entering it, midway through it, on the other side of it, right?
Yes.
We're all sisters in love, and we're here to support each other. So how many of you are honoring yourself by, acknowledging, just sitting back, acknowledging how much you've overcome and how much you've accomplished already? Sometimes I don't think we take the time to smell the roses and appreciate
the things
what we have right now.
Yes.
So let's do an activity, y'all. Let's do an exercise. We're going to start off with Denise. Denise, kick it off. Give me 3 things that you're proud of yourself for. It is 3 things just about you that you're proud of yourself for.
Well, the 3 things that I am definitely proud of myself for is being able to set boundaries. Because, like I said before, I used to be a people pleaser, and then I started saying no, to things that I did not want to do, or that weren't, beneficial for myself. And then I just didn't care what people thought about me. That is when you know that you made it from people pleasing, is when you can say to yourself that you don't care what this person and that person thinks about you or anybody think about you, because God knows your heart and he knows you. When you can say, I don't care what this person is thinking about, or how they perceive me or whatever, that's it. So that's one of the that's my top thing, is that I definitely had to go through and learn it. Um,
Hey.
so that would be, one of them. And then the other things would be, just basically having compassion for myself, learning to, just I'm proud of the things of, that I've done, proud of, being independent. So if anything ever happened, I would be able to take care of myself. I would be able to, I wouldn't be one of those, women, you see women that's married, and a lot of times if the husband dies, then they can't function, or they, soon after may pass away or whatever, because they don't know how to do anything. So
Yeah.
I feel definitely blessed that I can be self-sufficient, and I can take
Yeah.
care of myself, and I can take care of my household. So
Absolutely.
that's definitely one other thing that I'm glad about. And I would say that I am just proud to be able to continue to learn throughout life, and to strive to do better, and to want more, and to, try to, obtain the things, in life that, I need to obtain, and to always have, plans. You can't have just a plan A, B, C. Sometimes you got to have a plan D. Can't put all your eggs in one basket, as your mama used to always tell you. So
Yeah.
being able to think and be strategic is another thing that I'm proud of, for myself. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let's find out from our viewers out there. Everybody give me something that you're proud of, something you've accomplished that you're proud of.
yes,
Because I feel like as women, we are so used to juggling so many balls, so many things, right? That we don't even take time to say, you know what, I did a great job on it, because we're so busy moving on to the next thing. But I
yes,
want to tell you today, stop and congratulate yourself.
yes,
Congratulate yourself. Give yourself a round of applause, ladies, because
yes,
being a woman is hard. Let
yes, it
me tell
is.
you, coming up through the puberty and you don't know, it's been a long time, but when you remember back going through and you trying
Yeah,
to find your place, right? Then being a young adult and you trying to come into your womanhood and deal
yeah,
with a lot of things, and then you start having kids, and then you got to care for the kids, and for some folks who are married, you caring for the husband, and you got family members, and then the kids get grown, and now you worried about them being grown because they out here in the world independent. Then you got jobs. It's just a whole thing, right? A whole thing. So I want you all, put in the comments, y'all, what are y'all proud of yourself for? And it's not bragging,
yes,
it's owning your success.
yes,
If you're a stay-at-home mom and you care for the house, guess what? Be proud that, you did a great job this week managing that laundry, being a full-time mom. Because listen, being a full-time mom, that's a whole job, y'all. That's
yes,
a
it is.
whole job. Low
Yes,
key, I'd rather go to the office. I'll
yeah,
pay somebody to be. I'm not keep it 100. I will pay somebody. Okay.
yeah,
Being a full-time stay-at-home, that's a whole thing, y'all. A
it
whole thing.
is.
And a lot of people should have realized that when we got trapped with the COVID. Remember back in 2020, we was all
Yeah,
stuck in the house. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, is this what it's like when you have to be around your kids like all the time?" Just saying, right? So, some things that I'm really proud of myself of is I'm really proud of having my priority you business,
yes,
able
yeah,
to start my business, have my business, being able to service and share my passion for helping women, being
yeah,
able to bring that to fruition, to coach women, to help women, and to help them see themselves the way they ought to see themselves and the way they want to see themselves. Because sometimes we need that extra push. We need that person who
yeah,
can show us the mirror of what we're reflecting out to the world and help us craft the stories of who we really are. I'm very proud of being able to get my home built from the ground up.
Yes.
I'm very, very proud of being able to do that. I'm very proud of believing in myself.
Yes.
Believing in myself, because I've had a journey to get there. It's been a journey to get there, right? Just looking back over, I can remember, from having daddy issues and not knowing my worth,
Yes. Yeah.
accepting some knuckleheads. I might be the only lady out here who can relate to this, but y'all, when you know how they say you have to kiss some frogs before you get your prince, baby. Boo. So sister had to, had a few frogs jumping
Mhm.
through, right? But I'm just so grateful, because when you know your worth and when you love yourself,
Yes.
and things don't work out in relationships, you don't have to villainize the other person.
Exactly.
You can release things no matter how much your heart is broken,
Yes.
and let it go, because you love you so much. And I can remember the younger me would get, if a relationship was over, oh my gosh, how I felt about myself was so tied to that relationship that I was just shattered in a million pieces. I felt broken. But when you love yourself, you
Yes.
are going to hurt because that person is gone and you're grieving the relationship. But guess what? Your self-worth is not damaged at all.
Exactly.
At all. And that's huge, ladies. So I want to say, self-love, baby, is nothing like it. It's
Yes.
nothing like it,
Yes.
because you bounce back from things when they don't work out right. You
Yes.
bounce back quicker because you have that resilience, because at the end of the day, you got you.
Yes.
Like Beyonce say, me, myself, and I. Me,
Mm-hmm.
myself, and I,
Yeah.
right? Because in the end,
That's
if
right.
you ain't got your own back, you can't expect nobody else to have your back.
Yes.
Like flat out, y'all. So let's look in the comments. In the comments, we have Gwen saying, mine are saying no, dating myself, and living in the moment. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
proud of that. Yes. Yes. And then D says, I went through so many challenges in 2024, highs and lows, staying optimistic. Yes, D. Yes. Stay optimistic. Absolutely. And because it's so important, right? 2025 have come in. It feel like we've been in this year like 8 months already, y'all. It's just we just started February. I'm like, woo, it ain't 2020, 2028, 2026. What's going
Right.
on?
Right.
So definitely staying optimistic. And ways to stay optimistic is to always, always believe in you.
Yes.
And I also want to say this, as we talk about self-love and loving yourself, always recognize every day what you did good.
Yes.
I don't care. Things like, if I did a load of laundry, I'm like, girl, you did that. You did that load of laundry. You got
Mm-hmm.
that off your to-do list. You did that.
Yes.
So, and I have a planner, and in my planner, it's a short planner, but I have certain habits that I'm working on. And it's so important to write down the things that you want to do for yourself and to hold yourself accountable for achieving those things.
Yeah.
One of the things I have on there, I track daily. Am I drinking my water? Am I reading daily? Whether it's reading, doing a podcast, am I taking in information to keep my brain fresh, to keep my skills, to keep my knowledge strong and at a high level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those things are important to me. Adding my vitamins, making sure, because y'all, I was going down the stairs, and I shared this like last year. I'm going down the stairs and my knees was making noises. And I was like, what is that noise? It was my knees. I was like, ma'am, you gonna have to. I felt like the Tin Man, like something was squeaking every time I moved. So, you know, sis gotta, it's like you gotta take care of yourself because the older I get, it's a blessing to get older, y'all. It's
Yes, it
a
is.
blessing and it's a privilege, and I am honored. Every year, God bless me with a new year, and there's a new day. I'm happy. But I also want to go through this life being healthy, being able to get around.
Yes.
Now, Felicia says her grandmother always says, take care of yourself because you are all you have. Yep.
Yeah.
As I get older, I have a greater appreciation of them. As amen, Felicia.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, we talking about all the time is what Dee is saying all the time. Absolutely. It's so important to stay positive. And that's what this is about, y'all. That's what this is about. Is just staying positive. We have we revamped our newsletter. We had some fantastic things going
Yeah.
on in the newsletter community, y'all. I want y'all to DM me. For those of you that are on Instagram, DM me if you're interested in signing up for the newsletter. And I will send you the link to sign up for the newsletter because we're always having empowering articles going on, right?
Yes. Yes.
Always going on. And so now the other thing I want y'all to think of, if you had to write your own story for your journey, what would the title of your journey be? What is the title of your journey? What would that be? Denise, what would be the title of
Ooh,
your journey?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
So, Felicia, is the title of your journey Stay Positive? Happiness is a choice? Or was that the comment? What would be the name of your story? Everybody think of that. And if you don't have it right now, I realize it could be pretty deep. Think about that. Put it in the comments or jot it down. But I want you all to think, what would be the name of your story? And check this out, y'all. We're our own authors. We had the pen
That's
to
true.
write our own story. Every day is a new day to write your chapter better than the last day.
Yes.
So, sometimes stuff be looking bleak, y'all. If you know, you know. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes stuff can look bleak, but God,
Yes. 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 Yes.
but God.
Yes.
I want you all to know, how they say, it's so funny. I remember Kevin Hart did this little skit. He said, say it with your chest, say it with your chest. So I want y'all to say it with your chest to
Yeah.
know that it's going to be all right.
Yes.
It's going to be all right. Kendrick Lamar said, it's going to be all right.
And that's exactly what I keep telling myself because I brought in 2025. Oh, it was just horrible for me. And like I said, lost some family members and my, best friend, one of my best friends, and so even though January was not a good month for me, my thing that I keep saying is, but God,
but
but
God.
God, that's not going to be my whole year. That first month was trying and, trials and, everything happening, but that's not going to be my year. That's not going to be my 2025. And you
Absolutely.
actually have to believe that even though it's just a season, you know,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we go through things and we're like, oh my God, this is just going to be the story of my life. No, we all go through seasons and we have to just tell ourselves that, hey, we have to believe and have the faith to say, hey, but God is going to carry me through this. I'm going to come out all shiny and sparkling and, just like a little star, and then you just go to your next phase. So you have to believe it. If you don't believe it, you have to, tell yourself these things. So, yes.
So in concluding, we're talking about today, it was self-love, right?
Yes.
So, ladies, a few things I want y'all to do. First, I have a book. I have two books I'm going to share with you all. This here is a nice little book. I've shared this one before with you all. It's called A Year of Self-Care.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes folks are like, well, what do I do? I need some ideas. It's
Right.
got a whole year, y'all, a whole year. And this book is by Dr. Zoe Shaw. Zoe Shaw. Dr. Zoe Shaw. Book of Self-Care. It's a whole year of self-care tips, right? And another tip for y'all. Sometimes if you are feeling extremely stressed, if you're feeling extremely stressed, you want to get that stress off you, exercise. Roll out. Instantly will relieve that anxiousness. It will exercise will get that stress off your back. Seriously. Try exercise. There's this other book I purchased. Now, this book I just started reading. You can see it's a little book, right? It's a little book. And it's called The 44 Laws of Peace. It's an easy read, y'all. One of the laws, law number 4 says, say less. I'm going to read this excerpt to y'all real quick. But this is a good book. Again, it's called The 44 Laws of Peace. It says, do not over-explain yourselves. How many of y'all have been guilty of over-explaining yourselves? People tend to go into long rants when explaining themselves and often spell out more than necessary. Most of the times, these explanations for no more than a few simple answers. If you're late for work, then just say, sorry, I'm running late. You ain't got to go into your whole business of why you're running late. And so they said there is no need to go into a long, convoluted explanation unless asked, right? So sometimes keep that in mind. Again, 44 Laws of Peace. And they actually have some really good tips in here, y'all. Really good tips. It's a short, small book. You can see it's not a whole lot on a lot of the pages.
Oh, yeah.
But this is just some good stuff to have in your back pocket. So as you prepare and we conclude this episode, I want you all to tell me something that y'all are going to keep at the forefront on your self-love journey, right? Hey, yo, thanks for joining. So we want you to make sure you appreciate yourself.
Yeah.
Tell yourself you appreciate yourself. Tell yourself that you love you, because the you on the inside needs to hear that. We need to affirm ourselves. That's why affirmations are so critical. Denise talked to us about affirmations, and she was right on, y'all. Right on. So make sure that you are affirming yourself. Be gracious and be compassionate with yourself.
Yes.
Don't beat yourself up on mistakes of the past, because y'all, God done forgave us. We have to release that.
Yes.
Where the Erica Badu bag lady, put them bags down. They don't do nothing but hold us back.
Yes.
So release that. That's part of your self-love. Denise talked about boundaries. Learn to say no. If it's difficult for you saying no, learn to say no. No to them is a yes for you.
Yeah.
And you're worth it. And let yourself know you're beautiful, you're worthy, you're dynamic. And when you see another sister out there, let her know, y'all, we gonna be all right.
Yes.
We gonna be all right. I declare every woman within the sound of my voice,
yes,
we are gonna be all right. And we are gonna be so much better and stronger for this.
Yes.
But we're gonna get through this, and we're gonna do it together. So again, you're interested in joining our newsletter. Again, we kicked it off new this year. Listen, DM me, send me your information, and tell me you're interested, and I'll send you the link to sign up for the newsletter, because with the newsletter, it comes with a private Facebook group. We do some little extra things over there as well. And we look forward. We're here every first and third Sunday of the month. Denise and I are here and coming with different topics about self-care, because we remind women just like you every day that you're worth it.
Yes.
Okay? What else you got to tell the people, good people out there?
Well, one thing is to definitely make sure that you tell a friend, tell another sister, about Sister Self Care Sunday. It's all about us. It's all about, taking care of one another. And it takes a village. So any, woman in your life that that, may benefit from Sister Self Care Sunday, benefit from, just positive women coming together and just being there for one another, you definitely, want to, let them know about Sister Self Care Sunday. And let's see, next time when we get together, we'll be talking about heart health. Uh, that's what we're gonna be doing, the next time that we get together. So, like my sister said here, we have different topics every single time we come on, and it's all about you, women. If there's even topics that you guys want, us to talk about or want us to, have a session on, let Vanette know. If we can, actually do certain topics. So we love you all, and I thank my sister for allowing us to have this platform to actually help and build one another up.
Absolutely.
So
Yes, D. Ask am I gonna say yes, D. I have your email. I will send it to your. I'll send the details for signing up to the newsletter to your email address, D.
yes,
Send it to you.
very informational and a lot of good things that she has with these the monthly newsletters that she sent out. Oh, they are fantastic. So I encourage everybody that has not actually joined. It is definitely well worth it.
All right. So listen, y'all, we are wrapping it up. We went a little over today, but listen, join us again every first and third Sunday.
Yes.
Again, we love y'all. We support y'all, and you got this. Because
Yes.
Lamar say, it's gonna be all right. Bye,
Yes.
y'all.
Bye.